Good evening, YouTube. This is Kaylin Strain coming at you with a review of a Russian ration which I got from foreignmri.com. This is an IRP-P. This is the only thing that is using the English letters. This is menu 4. This is produced on, or packed on January 2nd of 2017. Sorry about that, bad focus. And has a best by of January 2nd of 2019. See if I can get this to focus. So the top date is the production date, bottom date is the best by date. And it does not have a flameless ration heater. This is meatballs in sauce. I looked that up on, I referenced foreignmri.com. That's where I got this ration from. And I will be using one of these old school flameless ration heaters which I have, but because it has all that stuff inside there that's loose, I'm just going to wrap the bag around the entree. And because I saved these Chinese ration heater insulator bags, I will put this in here after I fire it up. And I'm also going to try a little something different to make this video a little shorter. I'm actually going to just mix the cold drink and the tea off camera. But first, Kershaw filer that is going to do the deed on this bag. I'm also experimenting with a different tripod position to see if maybe things will look a little better. It's going to be awkward for tasting, but here is the vegetable caviar. This can got a little mangled, but there is no damage. It's not leaking. I really can't smell much of anything from the bag. And this is the thing that I have been so wanting to try. And this little wrapper got messed up, but there is no leakage from. Oops, the chocolate spread just now came open, but ooh, oh crap. The plastic that goes around this edge here just busted. I have to pick up those bits, otherwise my cat will try to go after it. I have so been looking forward to that chocolate spread. I still may taste it. I'm going to give it a sniff. It still smells good. It doesn't look like anything's gone off on it. I'll just have to pick that plastic out. have a spoon, but I will not be using that. Instead, I will be using foreignmre.com spork. This is a package of crackers. These are bigger than the ones I've seen in, I saw in the other Russian ration that I did, that 24-hour one. And they look as thick as those Polish or Lithuanian Panzer waffles. Oh, this is different. This is the meatballs in sauce, and the can has a cardboard outer wrap, which may have offered it some protection. 250 grams. Now the vegetable caviar is look for the weight on it. Yeah, 100 grams. So this one is 100 grams. This chocolate spread. Writing on this thing is kind of small, so it's got the nutrition information around the perimeter of the top. This thing may be like 50 grams or something like that. Okay, here is appears to have a raspberry drink mix. So I have a bottle of cold water for that. This is like a 20-gram packet. There's a stove kit, which I will not use. But there's a mini stove, 3 fuel tablets. A wadded up napkin that feels more like toilet paper. There's a tea bag, and I have had this tea before. I like it. This is a moist wipe. Appears to be lemon scented. A 5-gram packet of salt. Match set, 6 matches and a striker, which I will not be using, but those would be good for an emergency kit. This is a mint flavored candy or gum. This is a fruit flavored candy. Can't tell what fruit it is, so the mint may be gum. And a 15-gram packet of sugar. It's pretty big for a single meal ration. And a tiny packet of pepper. Very small packet of pepper. It's probably like 1 gram. And then that is it for the bag. That will be my trash bag. So, off camera, I'm going to go ahead and get the frameless ration heater going. And I have some salt, some sea salt, which I got out of my grinder to help kick it off. And then I will mix the drinks off camera, just as a time saver. And I'll be back with you in a bit. I am back. I have went ahead and mixed up the tea. This is the standard Russian tea, which I like very much. And this is the raspberry drink. That took 200 mils of cold water. And I just filled the cup to my usual for mixing tea or coffee. And I was looking at this pack. I believe this is a Mentos. It says, oops. This is Mentos, but with the Russian writing on the front, and it's some kind of mint. I don't know what. I will find out. I'll put that. I'll leave these back here. And ration heater did its thing. It puffed up pretty well. It was making some noise. I flipped the can once during the heating. So that cardboard overwrap did a pretty good job of protecting this can. So it didn't have near the beating that the vegetable caviar took. I noticed the ration heater bag leaked. So it's a good thing I put it inside this, so it catch that water. But I'll dry this out and reuse it. So first I'm going to go ahead and open up these crackers. Little camo action on the packaging. They took a bit of a beating. They smell like a saltine cracker with a little less salt. I'm going to put the chocolate spread over here just off to the side. And I'm going to, I did not heat the vegetable caviar. Oh. That thing just wanted to explode. Wow, this is lighter in color than the other one that I had in the 24-hour Russian ration. The one that was in that big green Ziploc bag with a handle. This looks very, very light. So this may be made with different vegetables. But it smells really good. So I'm going to leave that in the can. Now I'm going to open this. Oh boy, look at the size of these meatballs. There are 6 of them in here. There we go. I think I'm going to go ahead and
Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Wednesday, August 22nd.
oops, sorry about that. My accidentally bumped my mouse and it started a YouTube video playing, so I had to mute that. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and leave these in the can, just like this, but I will give you a close-up. Actually, I'll go ahead and dump them out. I'm going to go ahead and cut one of these open. See, that's the great thing about having a spork. Is you can cut into something. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. The sauce is more of a beef gravy, not much of a tomato sauce. But it is a high oil content. It's still a very good meatball. I like it. since I have not had these particular Ration crackers before, I'm going to go ahead and taste one on its own. I'll give you a close-up. Focus, dang you. They are hard, like a hardtack, but not quite as hard. They taste like a saltine, but not a salty. I would probably say they're a little on the stale side. Now these are, even though these are basically a year and a half old, but they're still good. They still have flavor. This is the vegetable caviar that's not as dark as what I had before. I don't taste as much tomato as I did in the other one, but I can taste just a blend of other vegetables. It's a nice puree. I'll dip a cracker in it. That works. I like that. I think it adds a little flavor to these otherwise old tasting crackers. I'm going to taste the raspberry drink, which mixed up pretty well. I let it sit for a while after I mixed it up, make sure it all dissolved. Very light, not artificial looking like an American MRE drink. I gotta have another piece of meatball. These are good. I do not need to add the salt or pepper. I like them just as they are. I'm going to run a piece of cracker through the gravy, just for the heck of it. That works too. It's a good way to eat this gravy is by dipping cracker in it. I'm going to follow that up with a drink of tea. Normally I like to add sugar in my hot tea, but I'm skipping it this time just because I don't want to bust open that 15-gram pack of sugar, and I could save that. And I am going to go on let's see, I'll put this I'm going to go ahead and taste that chocolate spread. But I will go after it right back here where the plastic did not break. I'll just show you how thick. It's thick like Nutella. It's more like a milk chocolate spread. It's not dark chocolate. Trying to get it to focus. Sometimes this thing doesn't want to focus right when there's too much underneath it, but well, that is some good chocolate spread. As much as I love Nutella and dark chocolate, this stuff still tastes awesome. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up this Russian Mentos. It's got blue speckles all over it. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. Oh, wow. That is peppermint. And it is actually a gum. That's what I first thought. Normally I'm not a gum chewer, and I have never had the Mentos gum. But that is definitely something I will go for in the future when I feel like having some gum, or if I want to put some in my bug out bag. 'Cause right now all I have is the military gums that come in the USMRE. I got a Spanish one. I got a British ration gum. But this one, this Mentos gum, that's pretty darn good. It's a strong peppermint flavor, but not as strong as Altoids. But yeah, I would definitely go for that again. Now I'm going to open up this candy. It's the same color as the raspberry drink, so it may be raspberry. I'm really not getting much of a fruit flavor yet, but as I suck on it, I think I will. I'm going to guess that it is also raspberry because it tastes similar to this drink here. So it is a hard candy, but not too hard. Probably because it's been heated up as it made its way from Russia all the way to Texas and then to Iowa. But still, I like it. And I wouldn't mind having more of those because it tastes pretty darn good. So I think I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. I'm going to finish up my supper. And again, I want to say thank you for watching. This has been a review of our 2017 production date of a Russian IRP-P menu 4. Meatballs and sauce with vegetable caviar. I'll go ahead and transfer this to my computer so I can run it through my editor and get it uploaded. And thanks for watching, and catch you on the flip side.